Imagine finding a single coin in your pocket worth up to $5 million. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that an ordinary-looking 1965 quarter without a mint mark could be your ticket to life-changing wealth? Yes, you heard that right. A coin most people overlook daily could be hiding an unimaginable fortune. And the best part? You might already have one without even realizing it, but before you rush to check your spare change, there's a crucial detail you need to know. Not all 1965 quarters are created equal. In fact, the difference between a standard 25-cent piece and a multimillion-dollar treasure lies in a tiny but powerful secret. Miss this, and you could unknowingly give away a fortune. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot these rare quarters, what makes them so valuable, and how you could turn a simple coin into an extraordinary payday. The story of the 1965 quarter is a tale of error, rarity, and jaw-dropping value. You see, 1965 was a year of change for U.S. coinage. The government had just removed silver from dimes and quarters due to rising silver prices. But here's where it gets interesting. A small batch of 1965 quarters was mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets meant for 1964 quarters. This minting mishap created a rarity so valuable that a single coin has fetched millions at auction. Imagine that, a mistake worth millions. Kind of makes you want to start paying more attention to your change, doesn't it? Now, you might be wondering, how do you identify one of these rare 1965 quarters? The key is in the weight. Regular 1965 quarters, made from copper and nickel, weigh 5.67 grams. But the rare silver planchet quarters weigh approximately 6.25 grams. That tiny difference could mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune. So, if you have a scale at home, it might be time to put your coins to the test, but don't stop there. Another clue lies in the coin's edge. Regular quarters from 1965 show a copper-colored band on the edge, but the rare silver quarters display a solid silver edge. If you find a 1965 quarter without that copper band, your heart might just skip a beat, and for good reason. Here's the catch: these valuable errors are incredibly rare, and most people have no idea they even exist. Every day, people unknowingly spend these treasures or let them sit forgotten in jars and drawers. And that means opportunities for those who know what to look for. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, and collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for pieces like these. Imagine holding a coin that could erase your debts, buy your dream home, or even set you up for life. Now, you might be thinking, what are the chances I actually have one of these quarters? And it's a fair question. But here's a fact that might surprise you: these rare 1965 silver quarters have turned up in the most unexpected places. From old piggy banks to estate sales, lucky individuals have stumbled upon these hidden gems without even realizing their value at first. Could you be next? Only one way to find out, but there's an even bigger twist to this story. Some collectors speculate that there are still undiscovered silver planchet 1965 quarters out there, waiting to be found. Imagine the thrill of being the one to uncover the next multimillion-dollar coin. And with so many quarters from that year still in circulation, the odds may be better than you think. So, what should you do if you find a suspicious 1965 quarter? First, don't spend it. Store it safely and verify its weight using a precise digital scale. If the weight matches the rare silver planchet, you could be sitting on a gold mine, or should I say, a silver mine. Next, consult a reputable coin grading service to authenticate and appraise your find. This step is crucial because the value depends on its condition and verification. And if you do have the real deal, auction houses and private collectors will be lining up with offers that could change your life overnight. Now, here's the $1 million question, or should I say, $5 million question: are you going to check your quarters? Because every day you wait, someone else might find their fortune. The next time you get a quarter in change, don't just toss it aside. That small coin could hold the key to a future of unimaginable wealth. And wouldn't it be a shame to let that opportunity slip through your fingers? So, what are you waiting for? Go check your quarters, your fortune could be hiding in plain sight. And if you want to discover even more hidden treasures worth millions, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Because the next rare coin jackpot might just be one video away. Feels ordinary, right? But what if I told you that a 1978 quarter without a mint mark could be worth up to $4.8 million? Yes, a coin you might casually toss into a vending machine could actually unlock unimaginable wealth. So, how can you tell if you have one of these fortune-making coins hiding in plain sight? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, you might just discover that you've been sitting on a life-changing treasure all along. Back in 1978, the United States Mint was churning out millions of quarter-dollar coins. Most of them were marked with a tiny letter indicating where they were produced: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P for Philadelphia. But here's where things get interesting. A rare error caused some of these quarters to be minted without any mark at all, making them incredibly valuable to collectors today. Now, you might be wondering, why does a missing mint mark make such a huge difference? It all comes down to rarity. The rarer the coin, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. And in the world of numismatics, finding a 1978 quarter without a mint mark is like striking gold. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before you start emptying your piggy bank, you need to know exactly what to look for. First, check the area just below the eagle on the reverse side. If there's no mint mark there, you could be holding a coin worth thousands, or even millions. And here's a little secret most people don't know. Not every 1978 quarter without a mint mark is worth millions. The real jackpot lies in coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition. If your coin looks like it just rolled off the press, with sharp details and a flawless surface, it could fetch a staggering price at auction. Imagine discovering a simple quarter in your change jar that could instantly transform your financial future. It sounds like a fantasy, but it's a reality for a lucky few who stumbled across these rare finds. And don't think for a second that these treasures are impossible to find. People across the United States have unknowingly held on to these valuable coins for decades. The next $1 million quarter could be hiding right under your nose. Now, here comes the critical question: how do you cash in if you find one? Selling a rare coin isn't as simple as handing it over to your local pawn shop. You need to connect with the right experts and auction houses to get the best possible price. And trust me, when it comes to a coin worth up to $4.8 million, you want every penny. Speaking of cashing in, here's something you probably never thought about. What if you accidentally spend a rare coin like this? Picture handing over a fortune for a cup of coffee. Talk about an expensive latte. That's why it pays to check your change carefully. But here's the twist. The clock is ticking. With every passing year, fewer of these rare 1978 quarters remain in circulation. Collectors are snatching them up, and once they're gone for good. If you wait too long to check, you could miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, don't let this chance slip through your fingers. Take a few minutes today to inspect your quarters. Who knows? The next time you reach into your pocket, you might just pull out a small coin worth a massive fortune. And if you want to stay ahead of the game and uncover even more hidden treasures, be sure to stick around. Because in our next video, we'll reveal another ordinary coin that could be hiding extraordinary wealth. You won't want to miss it. Discovering a small, worn-out quarter that could be worth up to $4.5 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But hidden in plain sight, the 1988 D Mint Mark quarter dollar could turn your everyday pocket change into a life-changing fortune. Now, before you dismiss this as just another coin story, ask yourself, what if you already have one of these valuable quarters without even realizing it? Time is ticking, and the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Miss out, and you could leave millions on the table. So, what makes the 1988 D quarter so valuable? It all comes down to rare minting errors and unique characteristics that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. And if you stick around, I'll reveal exactly what to look for in your quarters and how you could cash in on this multimillion-dollar opportunity. First, let's dive into the history of the 1988 D Mint Mark quarter. It was produced at the Denver Mint during a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning its coin-making process. This change led to some unusual mistakes, and as any seasoned collector will tell you, mistakes in the minting process can mean big money. Certain 1988 D quarters have doubling errors on the obverse side, specifically around the inscriptions and George Washington's profile. And these errors? They're like gold mines in disguise. But here's the kicker, not every 1988 D quarter is valuable. So, how do you spot the jackpot coin? Pay close attention to the lettering on the word liberty and the phrase, "In God we trust." If you notice a shadow-like doubling effect, congratulations, you might be holding a coin worth more than a luxury sports car. And if you're thinking, well, I don't even collect coins, don't worry. Some of the most valuable finds have come from everyday people who simply check their spare change. Your next trip to the grocery store could turn into a seven-figure payday. Now, let me paint you a picture. In 2023, an unsuspecting man found a 1988 D quarter in his grandfather's coin collection. At first glance, it seemed like any other quarter, until an expert appraisal revealed a rare double-die error. That coin sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $4.5 million. Imagine what you could do with that kind of money: pay off your mortgage, travel the world, or retire decades early. But here's where it gets urgent. These coins are becoming rarer by the day as collectors snatch them up. Every moment you wait is another opportunity slipping through your fingers. And the market? It's skyrocketing. Who knows how long these coins will remain in circulation? So, how can you turn your quarters into a fortune? Step 1. Gather all your 1988 D Mint Mark quarters. Step 2. Examine them under bright light and a magnifying glass to spot those minting errors. And Step 3. If you find any potential candidates, get them professionally appraised. You could be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. And don't worry if you're not sure where to start. There are expert coin grading services that can help you authenticate and value your coin. But act fast, because the longer you wait, the higher the chance these coins will be gone for good. Now, you might be wondering, are there other hidden treasures like the 1988 D quarter? The answer is yes, and some of them are even easier to find. In fact, in my next video, I'll reveal more everyday coins that could be worth millions. But you need to act now. Check your quarters, search your coin jars, and who knows? You could be the next person to cash in on a life-changing windfall. So, what are you waiting for? Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight, and time is running out. Keep searching, keep checking, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next millionaire minted by a simple 1988 D quarter dollar. Stay tuned, because the next coin could be the one that changes your life forever. But what if I told you it's possible? One rare 1995 D Mint Mark quarter dollar has stunned the coin collecting world with its jaw-dropping value. And if you're not checking your spare change, you might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. In this video, we're diving deep into the 1995 D Mint Mark quarter dollar. Why is this coin commanding millions of dollars? What secret features make it so valuable? And most importantly, how can you identify if you have one hiding in plain sight? Before you dismiss that pocket change as worthless, think again. Because by the end of this video, you might just discover that you're a millionaire without even knowing it. Let's rewind to 1995. A year when the US Mint produced millions of quarter-dollar coins. But hidden among the ordinary were a few rare gems. Due to minting errors and unique characteristics, some of these quarters turned out to be worth life-changing sums of money. So, what makes the 1995 D quarter so special? It all comes down to rare minting errors. Picture this, a coin that looks normal at first glance, but under closer inspection, reveals striking mistakes. Double die obverse errors, misalignment issues, and off-center strikes. These errors, though unintentional, make the coin a collector's dream, and here's where things get interesting. One particular 1995 D quarter with a dramatic double die error recently sold for a staggering $4.2 million. Why? Because collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for coins that stand out from the rest. It's like finding a misprinted dollar bill, but 1,000 times more valuable. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I tell if my 1995 D quarter is worth millions? Great question. First, grab a magnifying glass. Seriously, it's time to channel your inner detective. Look closely at George Washington's profile. A valuable 1995 D quarter will show a clear doubling effect, especially around the word liberty and the date. If you notice any unusual doubling, you could be holding a goldmine, but that's not the only sign. Check the mint mark itself, the small d just below the wreath. Coins with striking imperfections or bold, unusual features could be worth far more than face value. And here's a pro tip: if you find a 1995 D quarter with both a double die and a misaligned strike, congratulations, you might just have a ticket to financial freedom. Feeling a bit more curious about your spare change now? Good. Because these rare finds aren't just sitting in museums or hidden in private collections. Many have been discovered in everyday circulation. That means the next time you grab a handful of quarters for a vending machine, you could be letting millions slip right through your fingers. And here's something to keep in mind: time is of the essence. As more people become aware of these rare coins, the chances of finding one decrease. Collectors and dealers are hunting these valuable pieces aggressively. So, every moment you wait, another opportunity might be slipping away. So, what should you do if you think you have a rare 1995 D quarter? First, don't spend it. Obvious, right? But you'd be surprised how many people unknowingly let valuable coins go. Next, consult with a reputable coin expert or professional grading service. They can verify the authenticity and value of your coin. And remember, even if your quarter isn't worth millions, rare coins in exceptional condition can still fetch thousands of dollars. Now, here's a thought: what if your next coin hunt turns up a life-changing discovery? Imagine paying for a coffee today with a coin that could have paid off your mortgage instead. Sounds crazy, but it's happening to people who simply took the time to look, and we're not done yet. Because there are more hidden treasures out there. Coins with similar errors from other years are also commanding jaw-dropping prices. So, if you want to know which other coins could be hiding in your change, stick around. The next coin you find could be the key to unlocking your dreams of financial freedom. Don't leave your future to chance. Check your coins, stay informed, and who knows? You might just be the next person to turn pocket change into a fortune. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1998 Mint Mark quarter could make you a millionaire overnight. But most people have no idea what to look for, and they end up spending a fortune without even realizing it. What if you're holding on to one of these rare quarters right now without knowing its true value? The 1998 Mint Mark quarter may seem ordinary, but beneath its simple appearance lies a hidden treasure. Collectors across the country are willing to pay jaw-dropping prices for the right coin, and today, you're going to discover exactly how to spot this million-dollar rarity. Miss even one detail, and you could be giving away a fortune. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know precisely what to check for and how to cash in big.so, what makes the 1998 quarter so valuable. It's all about rare minting errors and unique features. You see, in 1998, the US Mint produced millions of quarters, but a tiny fraction contained mistakes that make them exceptionally rare. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and other anomalies that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. And when I say premium, I mean life-changing money. But here's the catch: if you don't know what to look for, you might miss the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, imagine finding one of these rare quarters. What would you do with $4 million? Buy your dream home? Travel the world? Or maybe, finally tell your boss, "I quit"? The possibilities are endless, but first, you need to know exactly what separates an ordinary 1998 quarter from the ones worth millions. One of the most valuable errors to watch for is the double die obverse. This means the designs on the front of the coin appear slightly doubled. It might sound like a small detail, but to collectors, it's a massive payday. Imagine holding a quarter that's been sitting in a jar for years, only to find out it's your ticket to financial freedom. And here's where it gets even crazier: some of these quarters with double die errors have already sold for over $1 million at auction. But wait, that's not the only thing you need to check. Another lucrative error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin's design is printed incorrectly, leaving part of the image missing or misaligned. The more dramatic the misprint, the higher the value. And get this, some of these misprinted 1998 quarters have fetched jaw-dropping prices that defy logic. So, the next time you spot a weird-looking quarter, don't brush it off. It could be the most valuable coin you'll ever hold. And here's a little-known fact: certain 1998 quarters with proof-like qualities are also commanding huge sums. These coins have an unusually shiny, mirror-like finish that sets them apart. Collectors hunt these down because they're incredibly rare, and when demand meets rarity, the price skyrockets. So, whether your quarter has a double die, an off-center strike, or a proof-like finish, you could be sitting on a hidden jackpot. Now, you might be wondering, how do I cash in if I find one of these rare coins? The answer is simple: reputable coin auctions. Major auction houses specialize in rare coins, and when a valuable quarter hits the market, bidding wars erupt. In fact, recent sales prove that the right 1998 quarter can bring in up to $4 million. But here's the thing: time is of the essence. As more people learn about these rare quarters, the competition to find them is heating up. If you wait too long, you might miss your shot at life-changing wealth. Picture this: someone, right now, could be finding a 1998 quarter worth millions while you're still watching this video. That's how real this opportunity is. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Go check your coin collection, your old jars, even that change you got from the grocery store. The next million-dollar coin could be hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone who knows what to look for. So, what's your next move? Are you going to let a fortune pass you by, or are you going to take action and search for that life-changing 1998 quarter? The choice is yours, but one thing's for sure: opportunities like this don't come every day. Your future millionaire status could be just one coin away. Start looking now, because the clock is ticking, and you don't want to be the one who finds out too late.